Welcome to Tuesday night live carp fishing in winter Q&A session with me, Leon BARTROPP, with the community on a Tuesday night where if you're watching this on playback and you've never been here before, welcome. What normally happens for about 45 minutes to an hour, the whole community and myself, we answer questions and queries and reviews, and we have banter and fun and chat about all things carp fishing, and we help you to put more fish on the bank over this winter. So we're getting quite a few people coming in. I blame Peter Rundles, Derek Smith, Louis Maguire, David Dawkin, Paul Shepherd, Mike Swift, Silverback 852, Dean Cousins, loads and loads of regulars who come in here every Tuesday, every Saturday night when we go live. Normally on a Tuesday night, I'm on the bank fishing. But I think a lot of the lakes were frozen yesterday, so I decided to have a week off from fishing. Brian Mills, good to see you as well. James Green, Dominic Carter, good to see you. Paul Burstow, Lee, Lucky Vapors, Mike the Specimen Hunter, Hoxton, all regulars in this live Q&A on a Tuesday night. And happy Christmas to you all. Bloody hell, I can't believe that it's Christmas in what? 13 days. It'd be Christmas Day. How mad is that? It just seems like yesterday we were floater fishing. Madness, isn't it? Good to see you, James Green, as well. Nick Warner, good to see you. I'll be sending you some documents, Nick, from the printer soon. Daniel O'Brien, good to see you. George Vane Carp, evening as well. Elvis Berry, Steve Berry as well. The Obsessive Carper, evening to you, mate. Hope you're well. Are you out on the bank, Obsessive Carper? Are you hardcore? Who is out on the bank tonight, hardcore in it? And we're out yesterday. I know of at least one person that got frozen in yesterday. But was anyone else out and got frozen in? Gareth Price says, hi mate, how's things? Much snow down south. We had a lot in Shrewsbury, had a lot in Brentwood. So I went to our family Christmas dinner on Sunday, and we had to abandon the car on Brentwood High Street. It was a nightmare, to say the least. It was an absolute nightmare. So I think the car's still there. It's still abandoned. Dominic Carter says, not out hardcore stupid. I think probably stupid. Josh Stanek says, do a giveaway. You'll have to wait till Saturday week when we're having the big 1 million watch time minutes in November giveaway. So there'll be lots of prizes. About 10 maybe prizes. Something like that. Lots of different stuff. T-shirts, hoodies, bobble hats, beanie hats, women's hoodie. You know, mugs. SSP are kindly putting in some bits and pieces as well. Pop-ups and new stuff from their Elements range. So lots and lots to win. And all you got to do is be a subscriber. If you're already a subscriber, you're already in it. Because that's me showing my support for you guys. Mike Swift says there's a few frozen chickens about. Yes, I bet there is, I tell you. Frozen in. Carpy Stevo says Xmas should be like the Olympics every 4 years. I'm up for that as well. Every 4 years we should have Christmas, I reckon. Tommy Bryson, evening. Brad Asseter says mainly rain and sleet in Hampshire. The Welsh Carp Catcher says thanks for the advice the other day with a random draw, mate. You're a star. No problem. Can't wait. The Obsessive Carper. Now, guys, the Obsessive Carper, Darren Dixon, is having a fishing for charity in February. February the 24th, I think it was, Darren, you said, over that weekend. Unfortunately, I can't be there because I will be at the Northern Angling Show. But if you're near Willow Park, I want to get involved or donate, then the Obsessive Carper is the guy to speak to. Go on his channel, message him on Facebook, wherever, get involved. It's for a good cause. Godalming Carver, evening. Dean Waller, Cheshire Carver, evening. Good for you. Soon will be spring, hopefully. Will Bales, evening to you. Dave Torrix, evening. Gareth Price, evening. Stuart Blackley, Evening as well. Stuart Blackley says, what's the best thing to do when your line goes tight? Pull it, loose, or live it? When my line goes tight, I would tend to think I've got to buy it. Max Stobart says, does anyone ever do an Xmas holiday social? Me and the lads love getting out on New Year's Eve for the night. Love it. Yeah, I've been out. I've been fishing a few New Year's Eves in Holland one year. I went away with a few of the guys. Yeah, the Obsessive Carper says his fishing is on the 23rd of February for charity. So I'm sure you'll hear lots more about that as it gets nearer the time. The Vaping Carper, Big Tomo, says he'll be giving me a big cuddle at the Northern Angling Show. And he is a big lad, so look forward to that one. Craig Sawyer, good to see you. Colin Leach. Colin Leach says, can't move up north, -6 all day. That is cold, isn't it? Crispy Carper, 60 Carper, evening as well. Dean Cousins is looking for a decent carp book, Leon. Hopefully I'll put in an order for Oz Holness's book for this Christmas from Mrs. B, so hopefully I'll be reading that Christmas Day. So I won't be watching that rubbish telly, that's for certain. Tommy Bryson says, anyone know of a decent syndicate to join in the West Midlands? Top Penguin, 80 Blandford's in the house. Well, if you don't know, 80 Top Penguin, who does his own YouTube videos as well, really good live feeds, he's Scottish, and I'm sure I heard him on his live feed to say Monday, Tuesday he was going up to Scotland. Now I'm interested whether he actually got there. Did you actually get to Scotland, 80? Side partner, good to see you. Silverbat 852 says, Merry Christmas, Leon. Have a good one, mate. And you as well. Connie Leach says, telling you had frost on this tash all day. Ben Stock says, can you add gift wrap option on your store? Unfortunately not, Ben. But good idea. Rooster Nelthorpe, good to see you as well. Well, we've got 197 people in the house already on a Tuesday night, just before Christmas, when you should be out with the missus shopping. Or at the Christmas company do, would be nice. Yeah, Top Penguin says, 80 says there's more snow down here than there was up there in Scotland. How crazy is that? I think I saw in one report in Wales, I think it went down to -12. Bloody hell. I can't rap either, Ben. Ben says he can't rap for shit, not gonna lie. UK Carper, good to see you, mate. Nick Minter says any book about carp is a good book. Yep. Whiles away to Christmas afternoon, doesn't it? Andrew Crossley's tuning in from Morecambe. Max Stobart says hit the like button, lads. Yep, show the love. Show the love. Hit the like button, guys. Let's see how many likes we can get on this video tonight. Carpy Steve says, are you wearing a Santa hat on the next vlog? No, I haven't. I haven't worn the Santa hat since last year. I'm sort of debating whether to do a Christmas Day little quick blog type of thing anyway. So that'll be next week if I go fishing. I'll probably do it then. James Sadler says, just started fishing. What all-season sleeping bag would you recommend? On a budget, I'd say probably the JRC one. I know the Gardner one is a good one. That's about 130 quid. That's quite warm. I used to like the Tracker 365 bag. I don't know if they still do that or not. Black Chicken Santa hat. That sounds good, yeah. Norfolk Carpers tuning in from down the market. Evening to you as well, sir. The fluffy one is downstairs. I've just had a steak dinner from Mrs. B and he's eating all the cut-off bits. You won't see him. He's a nightmare. Once his food out, he's on it. And you can't go near it or they sit here, bite your hand off. Dave Muddle says, how was Mrs. B's korma? Lovely as always. Always lovely. Santa suit on the bank, Roy Close says for the vlog. Oh, do you know what? I was thinking about putting on the old Santa suit for the blog and a beard and that. That'd be funny, wouldn't it? Get some looks, wouldn't we, on the bank? Evening, Darren Holmes. So, any of you guys actually going out over the Christmas period, New Year period, fishing, having a social, going out yourself on a lake, on a river? Who's actually getting out fishing? I always used to get out over the Christmas time. Maybe not Christmas Day, Boxing Day. Always used to go. I've caught a few fish on Boxing Day before, but never one on Christmas Day. Who's getting out over the holiday festive period in a couple of weeks' time? Put answers down below, guys. John Layner says, what about the weekly weather forecast now that you're doing 2 blogs a week? Happy Vapor's going Boxing Day, Farlows for 72 hours. Good luck, Happy Vapor. Let us know how you get on. Campbell Carp Cootsie's going out 23rd December. Liam Burns is out on the 22nd and the 23rd. He's going to Mets. Silverback's going for a quick session this weekend. Brian Mills hopefully will be out Christmas Day. Let us all know how you get on the following live feed after Christmas. Oh, Jerome and Bolly Watercon, Xmas till 3rd of January, fishing in France. Oh, lovely. Excessive Carp is going on the 27th for 72 hours if the lakes are liquid. That's true, very true. I'm going to try and get out myself before Christmas, and it'll be probably after the New Year. After that week from Christmas to New Year, family time this year, so I won't be getting out. First time for years I won't be getting out. Roy Close is going Boxing Day for a quick session. Evening Inline Carper, good to see you. Colin Leach is going the 27th to 30th to Eric Willows. Hopefully another chunk for my Albert. Lovely. Let us know how you get on, Colin. Mick the Specimen Hunter's going 23rd for 48 hours. Colin Osborne's going for an overnight on the 27th. Oh, Jerome's going to Salago. Woo! Lovely. Big commons there. Some lovely big commons. Colgy says, stop treating Leon like a breed. Hit that like button. Love it. Graham the Dodge Green says, can we add the Carp Dog as the cover group photo for our closed Facebook group? I'll see what I can do. Guys, if you haven't, most of you are in the closed Facebook group. If you're not, do a search on your Facebook page for It Only Takes One Bite. Ask for an invite into there. We'll get you in, and it's just a world of fun in there. No messing about. I delete people who mess about in there or sell things, or I had to delete one guy and he was putting the old raffle, doing raffles, saying, oh, free raffle, and then when you get it, when they're looking at it, it's like £1 a ticket and all that. So he had to go, unfortunately. But there you go. Can't be having all that malarkey going on. Brad Assateer says, anyone know any good stretches of canal in the south for pike and perch? Colin Arton's hoping for a 48 hours on Monday to Wednesday, frost depending. Yes, I think it's going to get quite cold again, isn't it? I think we're going to have a little bit of warm tomorrow. I've seen double figures in the south, and then it's going to get -1, 0 again. So we might be over the worst of it. That -6 last night, that was the coldest night of the year, I believe. John Cruz says, just turned up a par faraway lake and half the lake is frozen. All out on zigs in the warmer layers in the half that's not frozen. Living hope. John Crow, let us know how you get on. I tell you what, zigs are a good bet this time of year. When it's freezing cold, give them a go. Give anything a go. If you get a bite in these conditions, well, I've got to take my hat off you. Firstly, for being out in them and actually getting a bite. You know, it's like not many people catch in these conditions, that's for sure. Ray Innes, good to see you as well. Carpy Stevo says, what's the next gadget? Well, I think it's on Mondays or next week's. I'll be reviewing the Call to Tackle Safe and the Tri-Porter Barra. That should be in the next one or the one after, I believe. And then we're going to have a look at a few. I'm waiting for the little heater thing to come from China. Also, I shall be talking about how everybody needs one of the old carbon monoxide detectors in their bivvy this winter. When it's freezing cold, you've got it zipped up, you've got the heater on, you need that carbon monoxide. You know, for a tenner, you've got to have one. It's a must-have. So that's going to be probably in my Christmas Day blog, if I do one. Matthew Randall says, Farlows have lifted the ban on zigs now. Oh, good. Darren Holmes says, Leon, do you have a tactic you use to target the bigger fish, rigs, bait, etc.? I've always found the bigger fish like boilies, so I just use boilies. You know, I've always found the bigger fish, they latch on to boil. I mean, I've caught lots of fish on lots of other things like maize, sweet corn, plastic, but the bigger ones, they do like boilies. Simple as that. I wouldn't say I like loads of them or not loads of them, because I don't use a lot of bait. I want to catch them, not feed them. Carl catches, he's off for the bank tomorrow for the next 5 days. Lucky you, I wish I was. I'll be working all the way up to the weekend and next week as well. Evening, Jason City Allen. John Layler says, Christmas Day blog the kid's speech. Don't know about that. Carp Steve says, is that counter in the top left? Oh, where is it? Up there. Up there. Is ever going to work? It used to work. God knows why it's not working now. Have you seen this one that's working? Down here. Where is it? Well, there. See that? See that one? That is the subscribe. Every new subscriber, you get a little cha-ching in the old Santa's foot there. RJ says, when he was caught with his missus, he went out in -12. You crazy dude. So, who hasn't subscribed to the channel? Most of you have, I know, otherwise you wouldn't be here. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, guys. Hit that like button, share the love. If you care, hit the share. And all that, innit? Jason Suttiana says, where's Mr. G gone? Mr. G is dealing with life issues at the moment, so, and I'm pretty sure he'll be back at some point. I think he's not doing much fishing. He's trying to sort out a few other things. So that's why he's off the scene at the moment. Danny Gleed says, why do you wade out to cast in? It depends if there's trees above me. If it's in a shallow part as well, I like to wade out if you're allowed. And be able to cast, so you see a lot more when you're out there. Also, if you're casting a long distance, that extra 10-20 yards, you can wade out. If it's a shallow lake, you don't need to whack it as hard, do you? Or if you can't cast far like me, those 10 and 20 yards mean everything. Ian Smith says, what's on my Christmas list? Oz Holdus' book. I've already had me Tempest. Mrs. B is going to donate to my little charity for that. So that's about it. I don't really want a lot for Christmas. Socks, you know, I've got my merino socks already. I've got most things, fishing things anyway, that I need. Not things that I want, that I need for my fishing. So Craig Sawyer says, when you're back on Sandhurst, hopefully over the next couple of weeks, I should be back over there. Evening Mad Carp Mark. Hannes Vermack says, hi Leon, do you use the free running lead system or just the leads on lead clips? I use helicopter system when I'm fishing in a bit of silt, or I'm fishing like things like the hinge stiffy or a chod rig. And I use a clip system if I'm fishing a weedy water, or I'm fishing the multi-rig, or like a strip back rig, strip back coated braid rig. That's the one. God, I'm losing my mind. But yeah, but normally if I use a clip system, it's because I can't use a helicopter system, or that I want to get rid of that lead straight away. Normally on weedy lakes, I don't tend to use helicopter system on weedy lakes. I tend to use clip systems because I want to get rid of that weed, that lead. Little shout out to Jamie and Matilda Murr, who are in the house, who watch every week. So tell us, guys, what bivvy system are you all using over the winter period that keeps you snug? Do you use a twin skin? And which one do you use? Do you use like a Nash Groundhog or a Fox Royale bivvy? What type of bivvies do you use when the weather gets freezing cold? The reason I ask is because during the summer months, spring and autumn, I tend to want to use a little lightweight bivvy, like I've got a little Nash Scope bivvy. I've got a Fox Ultra Brolly, which many of you have seen on my blogs. And I've got the Tempest this year, mainly just for the winter. And I do find that skull cap and the Tempest really does keep out the frost. Dean Castle says he carries on with his Groundhog all year. Titan T1 with the overwrap, the unfit mountain bike he uses. Fox Royal with wrap. The Obsessive Carper, yep, they're a good bivvy. The hot water bottle keeps a vaping Carper wall. Tempest V2 with overwrap, that's what I'm using. Aqua Brolly, twin skin, JRC. Andrew Cartwright used a wooden hut, love it. M3 wrap for the winter. Yeah, I was going to get one of those instead of the Tempest. Then I spoke to a few people and I said, get the Tempest, best of both worlds. Ian Smith, he's got an Aqua M3 as well with winter extended wrap. Derek Smith, V2 of wrap, same as me. Aqua M3 Brivy, another Aqua M3. Compact 50-inch in the summer, but Nash double top in the winter. Yep, I'm hearing ya. Tracker Armo, Adam Hollins wears. Spider Continental. Pioneer Ultralight with skull cap. Oh, I used to love the old Ultralights. The Pioneers, I used to have one to the rats at it. Nash double top for Sean Mulqueen. Cayman 2-man for Godalming Carper. Paul Butterworth, Tracker Armo, good bivvy, yep. I mean, there's not many bad bivvies out there, is there? Evening William Taburn as well, good for you. Craig Sawyer, Aqua M3. Yeah, I mean, everyone uses different bivvies, don't they? You know, everyone uses different and gets used to that and likes that. Rooster Nelthorpe says he uses a bin liner. Bless him. And do you guys do what I do as well? A lot of the times in winter, I swap over from, if I've been using bottom baits, like I've done most of the autumn, most of the spring on the Park Lake, I swap over to pop-ups. I just want something that's going to be a little bit more in their face and just stand up a little bit more. Do you guys swap over, or do you use pop-ups all year round? Or do you just stick with what's been working for you, the bottom baits? Andrew Oakley, evening to you. Glad you could make it. Grey Spider Winder Brolly. I haven't heard of that one. Aqua Fast and Light, but getting the overwrap now, getting too old. Yeah, it comes to all of us, William, doesn't it? Tracker Cayman Pro Plus wrap. Pop-ups all year, Ben Osborne says. Try pop-ups, but my lake, they seem to like washed out bottom base. Yep, Dominic Carter. Yep, the Obsessive Carper, 100% pop-ups for winter for me. The Obsessive Carper says. Snowman all year round. Bottom base summer, pop-ups winter, spring, same as me. I do like a pop-up in the spring, especially on weedy waters. Just seem to get more bites on it. Mad Carp Mart says one on each rod to see what works. Very good answer there. Very good. Zig Bugs, using the Zig, yeah. Carpy Steer says, do I use Ronnie rigs? No, I don't really like Ronnie rigs. I put one on in one of the blogs, if you remember, cast it out, and then I reeled it in with them in about 10 minutes. Just don't like them. Don't know what it is. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're a good rig and they've caught thousands of fish. I know some of you guys use them, but not for me. They're not my type of No, not for me really. I just too much metal going on. There's too much going on there, you know. I use little combi rigs, and it sits lower. It even sits even lower. I can get it lower than a Ronnie rig. You'll see it in one of the I think there's a couple of blogs time where I go to Sandhurst. I'm using the little Ronnie rig, not Ronnie rig, the little combi rig. See, lots of thumbs up for Ronnie rigs. Hinge Stiffy is probably one of my favourite. Probably is my favourite. That and the multi-rig. I can't decide which I like the best. If I had one rig to use, whether it pop-up rig, I'd be the multi-rig or the Hinge Stiffy. I think I'd probably go for the multi-rig because it's a bit more versatile. But I do like the Hinge Stiffy. Yeah, and Adam James Goddard says, too much metal on most rigs. Mark Charles says, multis all the way. But it's what you feel confident in using, isn't it? I don't feel confident using the Ronnie rig. If I just used it, I'll probably get loads of confidence with it. But I just don't feel confident with it. And why should I change from saying that I think's as good, if not better? That's just me. You've got to be confident in what you're doing. I know you hear me say it all the time on the vlogs and that, but if you're confident in something, it doesn't matter if someone else doesn't like it. If you're confident, you catch on it, stick with it. Oh, Frank O'Connor is using the KD rig at the moment. That's not a bad little rig either for a bottom sort of... Well, it's a sort of bottom and pop-up all in one, isn't it, really? Keep it simple, Craig Sawyer says. Yep, good advice. Yep, the Obsessive Carper says he catches 90% of his fish on the Hinge Stiff. The simpler the better, Mad Carp Mart says. Definitely. Single pinky on a size 22, Paul Tyson says. You'll probably get more bites from the carp this time of year with the weather we're having, won't you, Paul, eh? Tommy Tucker says, no faith in the chod rig, lost too many fish, multi-rig or Ronnie rig. Yeah, I mean, I caught a lot of fish on the chod rig probably about 8 or 9 years ago, before it was widely known about. It was just such a good rig. The problem is that it's a rig that anyone can tie up, anyone can use, and you chuck it onto anything. And fair play, everyone started using it and catching lots of fish on it, but now the fish have sort of wised up to it. And there will be a time again where you watch someone, everyone stops using it 3 or 4 or 5 years down the line. Someone will really use it on the water that hasn't been used on for 4 or 5 years' time and take it apart. Like all the rigs, they don't stop catching fish. It's just the fish get used to feeding in a certain way. Dean Reeves says his armo with inner skin plus winter skin is toasty for me and my carp dog. Cool, I bet it is. Inner skin and outer skin. Cool, I bet you're proper toasty, you and the carp dog. Mike Swift says you can't be a stiff one. I'll have to ask Mrs. B that one. Evening, Steph. Dominic Carter says, basic bottom rig with tubing to act as an aligner. Yep, another very good rig. There isn't a bad rig out there, is there? You know, there really isn't. Obsessive Carpet says, and rigs are fashionable. Exactly, yep. Rigs are very fashionable. You know, it's a chod rig, and there you've got the Ronnie rig. Morgan Evans says, what hook will you use for the 14mm pop-ups, mate? I will still use a size 4 for a 14mm pop-up. The ones that I use are mega buoyant. Carpy Stevo says, where did you get the maggot clusters from? They are from a company called Enterprise Tackle. You can find them online, I think. And a lot of tackle shops have their kit in as well. Stephen Davies, evening to you, mate, as well. Look, we're 30 minutes in and we've got 265 people here on them. Tuesday night. How awesome is that? Remember that time on the live feed when we had about 350 people? That was just madness, wasn't it? Roy Daniel says he told the missus he'd a stiffy on and she called me a perv. Paul Parr says, you go boss rig, 60 quid for one. Love it. Boom. Tommy Bryson says a hinge stiff rig is a great rig to be honest, but does sit up quite high and often may get ignored, more as opposed to a lower pop-up, I think. Any thoughts on this? Yes, I think you could well be right. I tend to use the hinge stiffy on weedy waters, even in the winter. I've done well on weedy waters with the hinge stiffy. Groove and Cat, good to see you, mate. There you go. Colin Osborne says mega clusters from Evolution Tackle. Yep. Sean Mulqueen says, who uses the Snugpack SJ9? Any good, and what's the sizing like? Sean, I've got one. I've got an SJ9. I had it about 2.5 years, and I can't fault it. It's the best fishing jacket I've ever had. I mean, it's a bit expensive at 150, but you know, I think mine's a XL, and it fits me lovely with a hoodie and everything else. Perfect. You will not go wrong with one of them SJ9s. What about the German rig? I don't think I've ever used that, Ben. Ian Smith says, Leon, there is a new security light you erect in your swim. Any idea who manufactures it or any view? I think I've seen it advertised, Ian, but I don't know anything about it, unfortunately. Jamie Taylor says, what's your thoughts on barbers? Well, I don't think I've got a lot of call or have any views for barbers because I just haven't got any hair. So, and haven't had for a long time. Good to see you, David Eatook. David Eatook says he's used a hinge stiff rig this season and caught 2 BBs. In his mind, it singles out the bigger fish. Confidence is everything, David. And it is a big fish rig, the hinge stiffy. You know, I've caught some really big fish on that before. 40 pounders. No, never used the 360 rig, Dean. Steve Berry says, what about the... I can't even say that. I can't even say that rig. I'm not allowed to talk about the square rig. Square rig's a bottom bait rig. That's all I say. I will do a video about it at some point and show you a picture, guys. I will, I promise you. Just not just yet. Yep, go for the XXL state, Sean, for the SJ9. Definitely get one of those, mate. You know, proper bit of kit, that 40 SJ9. Snug, but with Snugpack jacket. Simple as that. Carp, been fishing dreams says, have you started baiting the Park Lake yet? I've been introducing a little bit of bait when I've been down there, but it's been a bit cold and that. But I did manage one a couple of weeks ago, which you have to wait and see in the blog, which will probably be out in the next week. No, sorry, last week I caught one. So you have to wait for that. That'll probably be over the Christmas time. Stu Loft says, hello Leon, would you still use a hinge stiff over particle? I have used it over particle before, and a multi-rig over particle, and caught. So yes, it's a confidence thing. It works best, I think, with a scattering of boilies. So they're moving from one to the other with the hinge stiffy, with that big sort of claw sitting up like that, with a pop-up on top. So they're moving from one to the other. You know, that's when it really comes into its own. MJ Mercer's got Jameson Witchwood 101 rods for Christmas, 3 for 150. What a rod for that money. Yep, they're good rods. Definitely good rods. There we go. Dominic Carter says the light system, Ian Smith, is Fishguard security system. Carpology did a review on it. If you do a search in YouTube, you should be able to find something about it. Graham the Dodge Green says, what the fuck is a square rig? Well, I can't even speak about it, sorry. DK Carp says, how many UK 40s have you had? I don't want to sound big-headed, but over 50 now. Franco Connor says, how do you get sponsored by people? Franco, don't worry about getting sponsored by people. Just do your own thing. Carpy Steve says, is Mrs. B bringing a Xmas cookery book out? I keep telling her she should do. A bit of a Mary Curry, isn't it? A bit like that it's going to be. Dave Fisher, good to see you. Mad Carp Mart says, looking at that new security light, it's 600 quid too much. I would say so, yes. I'm sure I used to use many years ago, used to get it from the tackle box in Dartford in Kent, just a motion sensor that makes a sound and the light comes on. And I think that was about 30 quid 20 years ago. So they must be there. I would do motion sensor, because you can stick it on a bank stick or use a bit of tape. 600 quid seems a lot of dollar. Sammy Boyce says, how many UK 50s you've had? 2, Sammy. Neil Reader says, I need a water without ice. Any venues, guys, within M25. How about, I'll tell you what, where it probably isn't frozen, Walthamstow Reservoirs. How about that one? We always used to go up there. If everywhere was frozen, you go up Walthamstow, it wouldn't be frozen. Because they've got flowing water on the upper and lower Maynard, I think. Matthew Randall says, have I seen the new Rich Monkey kettles? They're certainly different. I think I saw one at the show briefly. Square kettle, isn't it? There you go. Dave Torick says, JTF, do a motion sensor for a tenner. There you go. That's good enough for me. Motion sensor. The only motion sensor I need is sitting in a bivvy with me, the carp dog. He knows if anything moves within about a mile radius of the bivvy. He's up and he's on it, mate. Early warning system he is. MJ Moore says, Mrs. B, Q&A coming soon. What? Yeah, that'd be a thing, wouldn't it? What food to take? What to cook? The Queen of Colmar, Paul Butterworth says. Luke Harvey fishing, evening to you as well. 264 people still in the house, 37 minutes in. You know, I bet you guys are looking forward to the giveaway on the 23rd, aren't you? My appreciation for you guys taking time out to even just watch my videos, like them, all the comments, everything else. It's the least I can do is a couple of times a year give a giveaway away, you know. And we're only 2,200 away from the 10,000 giveaway. So, you know, so if you're a subscriber, if you're not a subscriber, you won't get a chance because it's only for the guys who've subscribed to the channel. Darren Pinney says, "Oi, Leon, great blogs, mate. Where do you get your hemp from?" Now, usually I get it from Animal Feed Place in Upminster. It's Corbett's Tay Road, I think it is. So I used to live up that way. And it's Upminster Farm Feed Centre or something like that. But as I don't live near there anymore, I got mine off CC Moore this time. But Hinders, you know, CC Moore, Hinders, any of them guys, you know you're going to get good hemp. Gavin Johnson, Mr. Summit himself, is in the house. You've let yourself in for it tonight, Gav. I tell you, mate, they're all asking about what's the giveaway. What's going to be the giveaway on the 23rd of December? There you go. Gavin Johnson's in the house, guys. Ask him all your questions. Mr. Summit himself. There you go. Stephen Hignett says B&M motion light. Shout out to Kaylee Bush. It's her birthday. Happy birthday, Kaylee. Marsh Farm, Dan Williams says that could be a good place to go if everywhere else is frozen. Chili hemp in the winter, definitely Simon Shepherd. I use it all year round, especially in the winter. John Tinsley, evening. Southwest Carp Hunter says our krill boil is still good for this time of year. It depends on how much fish meal content they've got. I mean, I know people who catch on fish meals in the winter. Personally, I don't like them. I like about 5% and less fish meal content in the winter. You're much better off, I think, with a good all-season bait. Gavin Johnson says from Summit he's going to give his love away. Oh dear. Don't think there'll be any takers for that, will there? Oh dear. Discount codes Gav, Dean Cousins says. Danny Gleed, River Thames. Now there's a good option. Plenty of big carp in there. Aaron Paul says free pod for every subscriber. Cheers, Gav. The Obsessive Carp says, I'm giving the groats a go this winter. You won't be disappointed, Darren. Definitely not. Guys, you're missing a trick if you're not using groats in your spod mix for this winter. One, they look like maggots. So if you've got a maggot ban on, or people using maggots, it's another alternative. Two, if you cook them or you do them like I do, in the cool box with the chili hemp, it sucks in all that chili, sucks in all those hemp oils. You can put anything, condensed milk in there. I mean, I use the chili extract from SSP. I put that in there as well. Honestly, it's a really, really good winter particle. Get on the groats, I'm telling you. Gildrish says, Dagenham Chase Lakes are not frozen. God, that brings back memories. I used to fish there as a kid. Dagenham Chase Lakes, coming from round that way originally. Used to fish there as a kid. Bloody hell, you've just got me on it now, Gildrish. Brian Mills says, shh, on the groats, they are always in his spod mix. Carpy Steve says, do you use groats in spring and summer? Sometimes I do, but mainly in the winter. Because they suck on any liquid you put in there. When you're making it like I do, they suck it all in and kick it out. It's a really forgotten particle. Tommy Bryson says he fancies trying to groats himself. Get on them. Just give them a go, guys. Give them a go and you'll see. You'll put them in the water and they have a big cloud effect. Raymond Ellis says, evening Leon, he's been watching me on the big screen. That's a bit worrying, isn't it? You're not naked, are you? Are you sitting there watching me? Mrs. B is downstairs. Brad Asseteer says, can groats be used in a stick mix, if not spodding? I suppose they could be, yes, in a PVA bag or stick mix, if you're using a hemp oil with them, things like that, as long as you're not putting sort of water or anything like that. David Cuddy says, have seen the PVA capsule, can put anything on them. Yes, I've seen those. They're pretty good. I think you put stuff in them as well, can't you? Yeah, Brian, definitely. I rate groats almost as good as hemp. Definitely. Southwest Carp Hunter says, what would be an all-season boilie fruity? Well, an all-season boilie to me, the one that's highly digestible. And I don't want to sound like an advert, but check out SSP Baits All Season System X. Some of the guys on here, they use it. I use it. It's you know, it's got liver in it. It's got Super Gold 60. It's got bird food in it. It's just very, very goes through the fish. You know, and it's a nutty sort of tiger nutty, creamy flavour, smell to it. Yeah, Dean Cousins is using it. You know, there's plenty of good baits out like that. You know, the sails are good bait to use it in the winter, but it's been used a lot on loads of lakes, hasn't it? So it may not be the one anymore. Although you still catch fish on it. Derek Titcombe says, where can he buy the groats? Any sort of animal feed store that feeds horses and that, or you can get it from CC Moore, Hinders. I think there's a couple of other TJW Titmus in Hertfordshire. They do them as well. Roy Close says System X package on eBay is 40 quid, or you can get it, I think, for about the same price or cheaper, direct off their website, www.sspbaits.com. They've got another package on it at the moment, I think you were telling me about, which is $29.99. So have a look at that one as well. And I think you get boilies and pop-ups and a bit of stick mix or something like that. Live System's good as well, Raymond Ellis. That's good in the winter time. That's the one. Happy Vapor. Thank you for telling me. Manor Farm Shop in Upminster. That's where I used to get all my particles. I used to live literally a mile and a half away from it. But there must be other shops, must be other of them farm shops all over the country that sell animal feeds. Graham Turner says fluoro or mono this time of year. Depends on how far I want to cast. But I always, if I'm allowed to, always use a fluoro leader. Even if I'm using fluoro all the way through, I'll still use a fluoro leader, because the way fluoro is, it loses its properties after 2 or 3 weeks. By that I mean it gets scratched up, it starts to fade in the sunlight. So I want to change it to keep those fluoro properties every 2 or 3 weeks. Dean Woolard, Cheshire Carp says, how long you used SSP for a couple of years. I've sort of helped them with what I want to use in my baits, like with the fluoro pop-ups. That's the same mix. They're washed out and fluoro poppers that they use. It's the same mix. I don't know if you guys remember of the pop-ups I used to sell myself. Mega buoyant, little 10 millers, 12, 14, 16s, mega buoyant for any type of rig. If you're using Ronnie rigs, they're perfect because they take on a flavour as well. They take on like talin or liquid or something like that. That's what I like about them. And there are edges that, which they've just released, which is like the liver powder and the green mussel, something I use anyway. And where they get it from is where I get it from. So it's the same stuff. Colin Osborne says he's on the System X at the moment and he's been catching from the off. There you go. Got to have confidence in it. If you have confidence in your bait you're using, whatever company it is, CC Moore, Mainline, Sticky, then you got to go with that, haven't you? If you've got confidence in it, there's no point changing. Miley Boy 1, it's all about the X-Line leaders. Shh, there you go. Brian Mills says, fluoro mainline is what I call a high maintenance line. Definitely agree. I'm forever cleaning his. Yes, so that's why I change my leader, which is 2 wraps, which is 26 foot, every 2 to 3 weeks. But then I'm like, it's the first time I put it on again, isn't it? Because what I want from the fluoro mainline, I want it to sink. That's the main property. The secondary property for me is that doesn't show up as much in the water column. But it does start to show up more than nylon after it's been used for 2 or 3 weeks. That's why I change it every 2 or 3 weeks. Dean Cousin says, in one of the Winter Edges vids, did you put a link for the bags you mix the baits in? I didn't. I might have done, actually. I didn't. Dean, if you post the question on the internal Facebook page, our close Facebook group, I will get the link for you. So I think I forgot to put it in there. Ian Smith says, Burton's Animal Feed Store in Warminster, Wiltshire. There you go. That's one for that area. I'd like to find one around the Maidstone area in Kent, if anyone knows. If anyone knows of an animal feed shop between Ashford and Maidstone, anywhere around there, I'd love to find it, because I haven't managed to find it yet, that sells hemp or groats. Adam Mutlow says, what breaking strain for your leader? About £18 normally I use. £18, £20, something like that. Evening, Mark Cole. Good to see you, mate. Kev S ABS bait. Yeah, another good bait. I mean, they're all good baits. It's more difficult to make a bait that doesn't catch fish than it is to catch one. Believe me. The close Facebook group, James Sadler's asking, is called, if you do a search, all one word, it only takes one bite. There you go. Paul Parr said, what's the fluoro leader called? Well, you can use any fluoro carbon leader. X-Line's really good. Gardner's Mirage, Fox's one is very good as well. You know, you can use anyone. £18, £20 is what I use. Danny Gleed says, Pinions at Aylesford. I'll have to write that down because I'm desperate to find a place that does animal feeds in the Maidstone area. Tommy Bryson says, do you find fluoro leaders frap up round the butt rings? I found this when using them. I tell you the thing to do, Tommy, what I do all the time is put your leader on, 2 wraps, 26 foot, tie it to your barra or a tree, stretch it back, and it straightens itself out, and you won't get any frap ups. Darren Holmes says, do you use fluoro leaders in all your fishing? If I'm allowed to use leaders, I will use fluoro leaders in all my fishing. 60 Carp says, Leon, what was the knot used for the loops on the stiff hinge rig and how do you tie it up? It's called the Perfection Loop Knot. Now, if you do a search on YouTube, you'll find it. It takes a little bit used to getting used to. But once you get it, you've got it. That's it. I remember it now. I just do it. I don't have to look anymore. I just do it. Dominic Carter, Kent Animal Feeds. There's another one. I'm going to write that down. Kent Animal Feeds. There you go. See how brilliant this live feed and our little community is. We're all helping each other. We all need help with things. Sean Castle, stretch the leader. There you go. That's what I do. I stretch that leader out so it's like nylon. Otherwise, it's going to coil up and you're going to get fraps. Another little tip if you're casting out with fluorocarbon or any line is to actually dip your rod in the water so all your rings get water on them first. What's that? Broad Feed Tunbridge Wells. Oh. Thanks, Ben Osborne. That's another one. Ian Smith says, when so the giveaway blog? Well, it's going to be a live feed on the 23rd of December will be the giveaway live stream. You don't have to be in the live stream to win. You just got to be a subscriber. Perfection Loop. There you go, Paul Pard. John Liffey, Miles Gascon, Carp School for the Perfection Loop. There you go. Happy Vapor says, figure of 8 is strong. Yep, very strong, but it's not a perfect loop. I can get a perfect loop on mine. MJ Merce says, and on the spool, mate. Yep, he means a bit of water on there. Yep. There you go. 234 Cheech says, there's a great book. It's called The Practical Book of Fishing Knots by Jeffrey Budworth. There you go. Oh, Sammy Boy says there's an animal feed place opposite Devon Road, Sutton at Home D-Daps. Ah, I used to fish Sutton at Home D-Daps many, many moons ago. Damage Report, good to see you, mate. Hope you're well. Hope you're kicking out that drum and bass at the weekend. Carp Hunter says, are you going to any angling shows next year? I shall be at quite a few. I'll be at the Brentwood show at the end of January. I shall be at the Northern Angling show at the end of February. I shall be at the Zwalla show beginning of February. I shall be at the, if any German people in here, I shall be at the Angleter Heridian show in March. I shall also be at the Big One show in March. So quite a few guys. Matthew Randall says, will Mrs. B be helping you to pick the winners? No, I press a little button and it automatically generates a winner. So it's all fair. Carping on, the Obsessive Carp, unfortunately, at the moment, I'm not going to be there. Possibly though, but maybe, but I don't think so. RJ says, Leon, guys out there want to know, are you just selling guys that sponsor you like Summit? No, I don't have to sell to you guys the Summit gear because it's good gear. I don't have to sell the SSP stuff because it's good gear. I don't get paid to do that. I have a company that does media, like photography, social media, all that type of thing. So I'm not a consultant in the terms like you would see someone like Chili or Mark Pictures. Because they work directly for those fishing companies to promote and sell the products. That's not what my job is. So there you go. I don't have to tell you about Summit Tackle because that's not what I'm paid for. I don't have to tell you about SSP baits because that's not what I'm paid for. RJA, I just answered the question. Adam James Goddard says, do you keep a picture of the fish you're after to motivate you? No, not really. I look, if I see a picture of a fish I like, where is it? That one. Many, many moons ago, then I remember it to say, oh, I'd like to catch that one. Dominic Carter says, also, Lillico Attlee Country Store in Aylesford. Oh, I'll write that one down as well. Thank you very much. Franco Connor, good to see you, mate. Thanks for popping in. Shannon Williams says, how do you edit your videos? Thinking of starting my own YouTube blogs. Do it, Shannon. I edit mine using Final Cut Pro X. But there's Premiere Pro out there as well, I believe. There's 2 or 3 really good bits of software which will help you, once you learn it, help you to edit your videos. You know, more guys. You know, there's quite a few guys in here that do their own videos, have their own YouTube channels. Just do it. You know, I've got great respect for anyone who puts themselves out there, who takes all the time and the effort. But it is a lot of time, a lot of effort to film it for a start, be comfortable on camera, and then edit it all, and then put it out there for people to criticise it. Because we all get criticised. RJA said, in thought not will put results on web and phone. Don't understand what you're saying, RJA. How about your local Mole Valley farmers? Oh, don't know about that one, Ian Smith. Gavin Johnson, good to see you, mate. Dinner's calling for Mr. Summit. Good for you. Enjoy your milkshake. The Welsh Carp Catcher says it's nerve-wracking doing the first video. It is, but we've all got to start somewhere. Just do it. Just do it and put it out there. I look at some of the first ones I've done and I go, oh my God. But you just got to do it. You just got to do it. You get better at it. You get more comfortable. Your editing gets better. It's like anything. The more you go fishing, the better you should get, shouldn't you? The more you ride a bike, you know, the better you should get. If you're sitting doing accountancy all day for 25 years, you're going to get better at it, aren't you? Exactly. MJ Moore says, Leo never says buy this or buy that. He tells you what he thinks is good or not. Exactly. And I wouldn't tell you something. I wouldn't say, look, this is really good. I'll put a link so you can go and get some more information if it wasn't good. Because you'd soon come back to me and go, oh, that was rubbish. You're just trying to sell me something. That's not what I do. Dean Wooler Cheshire Carp says, yeah, it isn't easy and takes time to get good. Did mine from his phone. That's it. I mean, a lot of my vlogs you see, little clips of it, is from my phone. You don't need an expensive camera. All you need is a phone. And most of us have got them now, haven't we? Dean Cousins says he needs help with the edits, Leon. What software? Final Cut Pro X, because I use Apple. So it's an Apple bit of software. No, at least you put yourself out there to vaping carp at Big Tomo and started doing the vlogs, didn't you? Little diary pieces, little places on lakes. You put yourself out there, you know, more power to you. Great respect for you guys who put the vlog. Doesn't matter about the quality or the quantity, you're putting yourself out there. Great respect for it. There you go, Dominic Carter. Shannon, don't look back. Keep looking forward. See what Leo's created. There's no good looking back. Always got to look forward. Like with your fishing. Yeah, everyone blanks, but you just got to concentrate on the next trip. That might be the trip you catch one. It's no good thinking I've blanked for 25 trips. I blanked for 46 nights once in the winter. But I kept on going. I kept on going until it come right, and I caught 2 that night. Carp Fishing Dream says, oh, he's done his with his iPhone. Nothing wrong with an iPhone. Got a brilliant camera in it. Good storage in it. Nothing wrong with that. You can use iMovie to edit it. You can even do it while you're fishing and load it up to YouTube. Merry Xmas to you, Alan Beecher. Godalming Carp says, see you later, mate. Chelsea about to kick off. Did I tell you, Godalming Carper, that West Ham beat Chelsea last weekend? Did I remind you of that? 1-0, wasn't it, I think? There you go. Right, guys, we've hit that hour mark. We've still got 229 people in the house. Just going to give you a little bit of information. Saturday the 23rd, live feed Q&A will be a giveaway for hitting in the month of November. We did 1 million watch time minutes just for that month. So as a thank you and for everything all my subscribers have done all year by watching the videos, brilliant comments, coming in these live streams, you know, appreciate it. I'm going to give away lots of kit, lots of, you know, hoodies, t-shirts, hats, mugs, women's hoodie, all that sort of kit, and some SSP stuff as well. Also, if you're not a member of the Facebook group, get yourself over, do a search on Facebook. It only takes one bite. Brilliant group with all these guys who are making all these comments in here. You know, get yourself in there. If you haven't been over to the website for the kit, go to www.leoncarper.com. And next, what is it today? Tuesday, Saturday, we will have a live feed. I'm hoping to be on the bank, so that'll be a live on the bank. Tomorrow, we've got another video coming out. Friday, we've got another video coming out. And have a brilliant Tuesday night, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate it. See you for the next video. If you haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe, or you won't be the chance for winning one of the giveaway prizes Saturday 23rd. See you for the next live feed, guys. Appreciate every single one of you. See you soon.